Hey guys, it's Dr. Power here, and today we're doing trigonometry. Let's roll up our sleeves. So, let's start with the original equation. We have sine x minus cos x divided by cos x plus sine x plus cos x divided by sine x. And that is all equal to secant x cosecant x. So let's write this out on the left side and right side of the equation. So, we start with sine x minus cos x over cos x plus sine x plus cos x over sine x. Okay, now it's time for the right side. Secant x times cosecant x. Now, before we start with the left side, let's start with the right side and simplify it. Let's move over to the trig identity catalog. So, over in the trig identity catalog, we can see that secant is actually equal to 1 over cos x, and cosecant is actually equal to 1 over sine x. So let's go back and write that down. This is equal to 1 over cos x times by 1 over sine x. Now, when this plays out, this is equal to 1 over cos x sine x. Now, it's time to start on the left side. Okay, so we have two fractions here. Let's make them have similar bases. And to do that, we're going to need to multiply this side's denominator and numerator by sine x, and this side's denominator and numerator by cos x. Okay, let's get into that. So, sine x is sine x minus cos x in brackets. Now, plus cos x, which we just multiplied in, bracket sine x plus cos x. And because these fractions now have a similar denominator, they are all under cos x sine x. Okay, now let's factor this sine x and cos x in. What do we get? We get sine squared x minus sine x cos x. Okay, let's see what happens when we factor in the cos. Here, we get cos x sine x plus cos x squared, all under the denominator of cos x sine x. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's bracket everything off, just to make sure. There's going to be a little bit of a plus there, and I have brackets here and brackets here. Okay, so firstly, I see sine squared x plus cos squared x. Now, let's go over to the trig identity catalog. If we look through the trig identity catalog, we can see in Pythagorean's theorem, identities, that sine squared x plus cos squared x is actually equal to 1. So let's go back. Let's cross these out, and let's add a 1 on the next line. Okay? Now, let's look at the rest of the equation. We have minus sine x cos x plus cos x sine x. Now, to me, it looks like those two cross out. So let's go and do that. Cross and cross. That's left us with a 0 there. So we just have 1 over cos x sine x. Now, let's look back through our equation to make sure everything's right. Oh, we have to remember to always put equal signs to know that this is the proper notation. So, if we look at the end, we have 1 over cosine x, which is very similar to 1 over cosine x. And that means we can do a little bit of a brag that us mathematicians like to do, which is left side is equal to right side with a box. This has been Trigonometry with Dr. Power.